We're hardly the traditional couple, are we? Stella sniffed and spoke over my shoulder as she zipped my dress. You're breathtaking. Absolutely stunning. I wore a gold sheath dress with detailed gold beading and spaghetti straps that held up the plunging neckline. Being naturally beautiful and all, I rarely wore makeup, but for the occasion, I let Stella highlight and contour the hell out of my face until I glowed like a bronze statue. A knock came at the door, and when Kathy answered it, Warren froze in the doorway. As I told you, all men wanted a piece of this. Holy shit, you look incredible. My brother had taken to calling the Hexoms Mom and Dad, but it didn't sit right with me. Not when the man who raised me was downstairs getting me a drink. Thank you. As they left me to my thoughts, Halter slipped through the door and closed it behind him. For a Viking, the man cleaned up well, and despite our history, it always made my heart flutter when he dressed up like a gentleman. Seeing him like that in his casual linen suit with his hair clean and slicked back set the bar on handsome, and I considered just running off with him instead. It would make my life far less complicated if he were even a little interested in me. The ice clanked against the glass as he shoved it in my face. Look at my little girl. Sarcasm laced every word between us. It was our love language. Yet I knew he meant it from the bottom of his heart this time, and it just shoved the knife deeper into this broken heart of mine. Shut the fuck up. His hand jiggled in his pocket for a moment, and then a box dropped in my lap. Here you go, Cinderella. I shook it beside my ear. What's this? It was like he read my mind, and being a psychic he probably did as he threw himself onto the sofa across from me. It's a fucking ticket out of town. I came to rescue you. The coin flipped between my fingers as I held it up. A sixpence? A tradition from the human world. Father Michael. That's a whole other chapter in my life that I'll get into some other time. Thought someone like me could use a little extra help from above. Yeah, it goes in your shoe. It's supposed to be good luck. I shoved it into my matching gold heel. I'd need a whole bag of those things to do me any good. This thing is doomed to fail. I chuckled as I glanced up at him. Can you fucking believe I'm actually going through with this? Nope, I really can't. His hands flipped up in front of him. I'm here for you, Tess. If this is what you want, I'll stand with you. If it's not, we can leave right now. Looking out the window, I found Teddy laughing and being charming as usual as he schmoozed with the locals. He's so happy, though. My head shook as I turned to face him. How can I take that away from him? I knew he understood when he nodded as he looked down at the floor between his legs. He'd been utterly alone for centuries until Teddy and I came along. I'm sorry you have to settle for me today instead of your father. My lips swelled with the tears I tried to hold back, and I finally pushed them from my eyes. Don't be. There's no one else in this world right now I'd rather have standing beside me today. My fingernail tapped on the glass as I savored these last moments of freedom. Did you see this coming? He cleared his throat before he peeked up at me. I see a lot of things, but it's not my job to change fate. Bad shit happens when you test those spiteful bitches. I squinted at him from the other side of my drink. A heads up would have been nice. When the fuck have I ever been nice? Halter fancied himself a tough guy, and to the rest of the world he was. But to the people he loved, like my brother and me, he was the plumpest, most cuddly mother a child could ask for. So, what's the lady situation here? I've never been with a she-wolf before. My lips chilled as I set down my glass. They're fucking insane here. Lycans are the most aggressive and talented ass I've ever seen. You're gonna be thanking me for weeks. Yeah, I know it's not the typical father-daughter talk, but that's just who we are. Unlike my soon-to-be husbands, Halter didn't expect me to be anything other than what I was. He liked me no matter what destructive, eccentric trick I pulled from my hat. I pointed at him. You kiss and make up with Teddy yet? As much as we can, I suppose. Teddy never really accepted Halter as a member of our family, and they constantly butted heads over me. My brothers need to control me, tore us apart. So are we ready to do this or what? Everyone's waiting. I held out my hand to him and shrugged. Let's get it over with. The Lycans usually start living together when they figure out their mates, which can be with or without this little ceremony. Since I already had this mark of the beast on my neck, this was only for the community to get to know their leader's mate. My people didn't have many rules to speak of, but an actual mating ceremony was sacred. There were strict rules that conflicted directly with what Logan did to me when he marked me. The thing about this bite is it's supposed to keep me in line, making me ill if I stray too far from Logan, and sending me into an orgasm of epic proportions if he so much as grazes it. There was no way to go into this thing with a clear mind since he took away my ability to choose freely. My coven would never accept this thing as legitimate, and none of them showed up to support it. My father, my real father, ruled my coven for over 100 years. It was like his disapproving eyebrow was a shadow over this whole celebration, and I should have heeded the warning. Everything I touch turns to hell. As the hot July evening sun hit my face when I exited the house, I put my hand up to shield my eyes, finding the two of them waiting by the gazebo. Halder took his time inching me down the aisle and leaned into my ear. I don't like this at all, Tess, but I must admit, I've never been more proud than I am right now. Just to piss off the alpha glaring at him, he tugged me close and pressed his lips against my cheek. You're a vision. These two assholes don't know what kind of miracle they're getting. I'm a master of denial. I could convince myself of anything if I wanted it bad enough. So I squinted my eyes against the light, smushing the two men together, making them hold her as he handed me off to them. Thank you for listening. The next chapter is available on the channel. And if you enjoyed the story, subscribing, liking, leaving a review on Amazon helps more people find it.